All right. That's what happens when you're home by yourself. You got to do it all. Okay. What it do? What it do? It's your girl Lala, and you tuning in to the Jump Off with Lala.
It's the jump off right here. It's the jump off right here. It's the jump off right here. It's the jump off right here with Lala.
Yay! Clock it, clock it. All right, all right. As y'all see, I am here by myself tonight. Sissy Pooh couldn't make it, and our boy King Caddy was busy as well. So we'll be good with everybody next week, and we'll go from there. So with further ado, you have Lala, the one, the only. You already know who it is. Cheer. All right. Cease. All right. So tonight we are drinking Spring Creek, as we always do, sweet red. It's really good, y'all. And it's really inexpensive. It's 8%. So that's not bad. I did not put my phone on Do Not Disturb, y'all. So stuff come through. I'll try to block it out real quick. All right. So whatever y'all drinking on today, tonight, whatever day it is for you, wherever you're watching from, whatever y'all drinking on, sipping on, water, shot, wine, whatever, cheers it up with me. Okay. Cause I'm here by myself. I have nobody else to do it with. All right. Cheers. Cause I got my glass out. I try to do that light because that glass is heavy, but y'all still heard it all in here. All right. So tonight we're talking about a real good topic. This episode is definitely more of an informative episode. The last one I did by myself, that was like a health and wealth type of episode. It almost seems like when I'm by myself, I want to talk about all this serious stuff. I don't know why, but it gives me more to talk about with you guys. But at the end of the day, it's some real stuff, and it exists, and we need to talk about it, and we don't talk about it as much as we should. So let's get into it. We are on season 2, episode 13. 13 in the game. Look at that muscle. Woo, y'all wish. Don't worry about that. But y'all wish. But no, season 2, episode 13. It's blessed to be at 13. We're so excited. We're grateful that you guys are still supporting us. You're still watching us. You're still rocking with us. So tonight's episode, the name of tonight's episode is How's Your Mental? We're going to be discussing mental health. Okay. We're going to talk about that. Because not too, often people want to talk about it, and we all, I think, at some point battled it or battling it. You know what I mean? It's just a lot. So I want to first start off by saying, recognizing the symptoms of someone who's going through a mental breakdown, mental illness, just, the mental ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So one symptom or sign to recognize is change in their moods, which we would call mood swings. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they're sad, just down and out, have a withdrawal of social life, don't want to really be bothered with no one, just kind of want to be in that little bubble of their own, change in their sleep, appetite, just the whole overall, change. The conversations are more down, depressed, sad, feeling helpless, hopeless, just not feeling good enough. If you really having a conversation with someone, it's not about you just talking. That's a conversation. I'm talking. A conversation also revolves with listening. You have to listen to the person that's talking and try to comprehend what they are trying to say. That's how a conversation happens. You talk, I listen, and I try to really understand. Then you shut up, I talk, and you really listen to what I'm saying. And we can agree to disagree. We may never come to an agreement, but at least agreement, whatever. But we may never, but at least you will understand where I came from and I understand where you came from, and I can respect how you felt or you can respect how I felt, and we can move on, So at the end of the day, you have to listen. So when they're talking, especially when you're used to somebody being this way and then they're talking in this way, it's kind of like, whoa, wait a minute, that don't sound right. You know what I'm saying? Like, huh? And sometimes you don't really want to step in or overstep, your boundaries with people. But if you really feel that way and you truly feel that way, you talk to them, pull them to the side, and really just try to see. Not often do we really check on people like, how are you really doing? Like, how are you doing? Especially people that's caring a lot, because we make it look easy. So you never really seem to think that, oh, something's really going on. But in reality, it's really going on up there. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, those are just some signs and symptoms to really look out for when you're dealing with, someone that's going through a mental issue. If y'all know any other ones that I did not state, please put them in the comments, because this is a great, like I said, informative topic, and it can really help someone. It can really change somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? So please put it in the comments, talk to us. We love to talk. We love to talk to y'all. So definitely put that in there, in the comments. We will love that. Okay, so I like to say that I battle those demons in my head every day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I need to put my hair in a ponytail, because every time, and I would think, because I got the headphones on, that's like a headband to keep them back, but it ain't working. I'm going to get my big green bow, but it didn't match with what I had on. So I took my bow off, wanted to look somewhat decent for y'all. I'm a trip. Yep, you heard it. Y'all, that wine is really, really, really good. But yeah, they just keep falling in front. So put those in the comments and let's move on. Or what was I? See, if somebody was here, that could have got me back on point, because I was talking about my mental, but I'm just trying to figure out if I finished. When I watch it back, then I'll be like, oh, shit. But if I didn't finish, let me just end it, just in case if I didn't, because I don't want y'all to be watching like, what? And you ain't going nowhere with it. But anywho, I battle the demons in my head every day to be great. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect by far, but I try to walk a straight line. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I do what I got to do and I give it my all and my full potential, then I am going to be rewarded. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to move in a straight line, but I have to battle those demons every day, because sometimes I call it my little rut. I get in my little rut and I just don't want to be bothered. And unlike some people, most people, my misery don't like company. Okay. When I'm not my 100% self, I really don't want to be bothered with people. I don't want to be bothered with nobody. I deal with what I deal with in my way, in my silence, in my truth. And then I move on. You can feel whatever it is that you need to feel, but long as you don't stay in it. That's what I say. That's my biggest thing. Just don't stay in it. We all human. We're going to feel, okay? Just don't stay in it. And that's just, how my mind operates. But some coping mechanisms for mental health is the deep breath exercise, which is called the 4-7-8, right? So you inhale for 4 seconds, you hold for 7, and then you exhale for 8. Okay? Now, this don't mean you got a mental problem, but let's just try this exercise together. Let's do it right now together, because breathing exercises is just a great way of releasing some of that tension. Like, it really does help. So let's try it. I'm going to say it one more time, right? We're going to inhale for 4 seconds. We're going to hold for 7 seconds. And then we're going to exhale for 8. Okay? 4-7-8 method. Ready? Okay. Here we go. Wait, I inhaled and then I start counting to 7. Okay, so see, let me get it right. Okay, we're going to inhale for 4. Didn't that feel good? I closed my eyes for a second, then I had to open them up because I realized I'm filming. But I really got into the moment, and it felt good, right? Please, y'all, in the comments, please let me know. How did it feel for y'all? That felt really good for me. How did it feel for y'all? I would love to know. Please let me know. I really want to know how that felt for y'all. Because, oh my God, I had to take that second. It really felt good. I'm going to do that. And that's just a good, coping mechanism period for my mind. Saw it down. 4-7-8. Okay. Another way is journaling. Journaling. There we go. Journaling. Get it right. Get it tight. But that's another method, writing down your thoughts. And when you write your thoughts down, it's easier to take a step back and really evaluate the situation. So journaling is a good way. You can write nightly, weekly, but just do some journaling, because that's a good way of helping cope, and helping you to pretty much process your emotions, So I think that is definitely great. I actually journal. I've always journaled. I've been doing it since middle school, elementary school. I used to write in my journals, and I used to really write my feelings out. And some of them wasn't good, but I was able to get it out. And especially when I was younger, I didn't feel like I really had anybody to kind of really talk to and express my feelings to. So I always had a diary, we call it journaling now, but I always had my little diary, and I used to write some stuff down. I wonder if my mama ever went through and found my diaries and read them, because as a mom now, I would like to read what my kids write. I want to know. And I only want to know because I feel like it'd make me a better mom if I really know how you're feeling. Because kids don't really know how to express themselves really well. So I feel like I can read it, and then it'll help me understand what the hell is going on with you, and how to be, a better mother to you, and get you the help that you need, So I wonder if my mama ever went through and found it, like when I used to go to school and stuff. Who knows? But I used to write stuff. I used to write it down. But and I still do. I stopped for a while, but I still do. I started back up, and I still do. So that's another one. Another one is a grounding technique, which is using your sense to stay present. meaning, like an example, naming things you see, hear, or feel in the present. Like, what does that drink taste like going down, in your mouth? The taste, the texture, swallowing, the feeling, or physical touch. You touch something, what does that feel like? How did that make you feel? Like staying in the present. So they call that grounding techniques, that you can do to help. And as I state these, y'all, and say these, please, if you have any to add, please, this is for real. Put it in the comments and we make it do what it do. It can really help somebody. And another thing is what they call a digital detox. So let me explain. Digital detox is taking small breaks from screens, like your phone. If you work on a computer, watching TV, take small breaks in between, because you need that digital detox is what they call it to help. You got to clear your mind, and watching things and putting all that stuff in your head, it just clogs it up, because a lot of it's just nonsense. It's for entertainment, So definitely do a digital detox. That'd be great. So that's another one, that'd be good. And then positive affirmations. We all know every night, especially if you watch all the way to the end, we do our affirmations every episode. Every episode, we do our affirmations to you guys, to ourselves. Like, we say it, we mean it. And, we just try to present the positivity always. So you definitely want to do positive affirmations, to refrain from the noise, the negative stuff, the noise, and anything negative to put you in a situation. Now, this I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and we actually was talking a little bit about mental health, and she stated that, anything with the negative noise, anything that when you think of it, it's going to cause chaos, drama, or something negative, that is the bull that you don't need to listen to. Even though sometimes we get in our feelings, especially females. I don't know, these men today, a little bit more emotional than us. But not all. So if you're a real one, you will never got offended. If you got offended, then the shoe fits, wear it. I'm just saying. But we get in our feelings. We're emotional creatures as women, period. And bump all that. We act off emotions sometimes, and we just go. What I have learned is to be logical, think about it, because what I don't want to do is something that's going to jeopardize me or hurt me trying to hurt the next person. And I've done that before, and I've been in that situation. So you live and you learn, and that ain't what we trying to do. So I definitely block out the negative noise as much as I can. Okay. But don't get it twisted. She's still there. Okay. But yeah, those are just some coping mechanisms, excuse me, that will help you guys if you're struggling with mental health. And like I said, some of these things are not even if you are struggling with mental health, it just to help you cope with something or deal with something that you're going through right then at that moment. You know what I mean? But it's sad, because it's really a lot of people that deals with it and don't seek any help and don't talk about it and keep it all boggled up, and then they explode, and then next you're hearing on the news they done killed somebody, or they self, God forbid, or something, and it's just sad. But if you are dealing with it, definitely seek help, talk about it. Like I said, journal, do your breathing exercises, and just try to maintain yourself. And I know it's easier said than done, but I'm a learning, healing process myself. So I'm actually going through these things. And I actually learned something tonight doing the research online for the stuff that I'm talking to y'all about. I actually learned some stuff too that I plan to utilize in my life, in my personal life. So this was therapeutic for me as well. So I definitely appreciate this episode, and I'm glad it was an episode that needed to be talked about. It would have been great to have more input right here with me, but long as y'all comment and talk to me, I'll be happy. Long as somebody talking to me. No, but this is a great episode, and like I said, I learned some stuff too. So we talked about let's wrap it up, sum it up. We talked about signs and symptoms of trying, or figuring it out when somebody is going through it. We talked about some coping mechanisms, and I want to extend a resource to help you if you are going through it. Okay. If you are going through a crisis, oh Lord, sorry, y'all. If you are going through a crisis or a mental health issue, breakdown, depression, whatever it is, you can get help, right? You can get help 24/7, okay? 24/7. There's no excuse, for free. No cost to you. There's no excuse, you guys. Get the help. Get the help. Don't let your ego pretty much fuck up your world. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it. Do not. Get the help. So from your phone, you would dial 988. It's almost like dialing 911, except for it's 988. And anywhere in the U.S., okay? Anywhere in the U.S., you can call that helpline 24/7 for free, and they will help you. You will get the help you need. They will put you with the counselor or someone you could talk to, and y'all can, you talk to them, and then they figure out the next steps of how to help you, but you can get the help. So please, y'all, please, 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 we need to get this under control. We need to get our minds back under control and get this shit right. You feel me? So utilize it. Utilize it. I won't know if you call. The next man don't know if you call. That's between you and whoever you talk to on the other end of that line. It's nothing that I gain from that. It's nothing that I would know. You know what I'm saying? It's straight personal. Get the help. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and just talk about it, and I ain't going to give you a resource. So I talked about it. If you're feeling like it applies to you, get the help. It's one thing when you don't have the help or you don't have the guidance and you don't know no better. You don't know no better, you don't know. You know better, you do better. So now you know. And now you know it's for free. And now you know it's 24/7. Any time of day or night. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever time you feeling like you feeling and you need that, seek that help. For real, for real. Or if you don't need to call the helpline, pull out that journal. You know what I'm saying? There's other things that you can do to help control the mental illness that we be having, that people go through and cause them to do all kind of chaos stuff. It's just ridiculous. But with that being said, you guys, I want to thank y'all so much for sticking this episode out with me, rocking with Lala tonight, the one and only. So I definitely want to thank y'all for sticking it out. And the advice that I want to give you guys is make sure you're self-aware of what's going on and don't be in denial. Get the help, recognize the signs, and do what you got to do to get right. Don't let your ego guide you in the wrong direction. And that's my advice to y'all, okay? But before we go, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Jump Off with Lala, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, The Jump Off with Lala. And the light gives this a good blurry, shiny, you can't see it, but it's the black logo with the black and gold logo with the L. It's on all the pages. You can easily find us. Y'all, I just been talking. Oh, damn. Everything just came off like that. I just been talking, y'all. Ain't even take a sip. My damn mouth dry. Throat dry. Why y'all ain't say nothing? Like, Lala, you sound funny. Get something to drink. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. When I'm by myself to myself, I trip to myself and I make myself laugh. Call it what you want. I love it. I enjoy it. And I enjoy laughing and joking with y'all. And one of our affirmations tonight is that you're great. No. Let me take it back. Let me run it back. I forgot. We got the game before the affirmations. The affirmations at the end. So what we've been doing lately is we've been just putting some random questions and stuff in here, and we just answer them and stuff to change up the little games. Now, we do still have, like, remember the phrase and the rap and all that in there, but we still got other stuff. So you just shake it up and grab something out the bowl, okay? I changed up the questions this time, so if you watched last week, you would know that I changed it up. Thought I would have got something a little bit better, but this is what I picked, so this is what we're going to do. So the question is, who are your top 3 musicians, right? So if you watched last week, I think I already kind of told you one. Chris Brown. I love his music. Some of y'all may or may not get mad or upset with me depending on how you feel about it. And just because I'm going to say this, it doesn't mean that I necessarily condone the bullshit. But you can't take away hits, and hits are hits. And I still rock to him. R. Kelly. I had to say all that before I called that nigga name. I mean, ninja name. R. Kelly. And the other one is Lauryn Hill. I love Lauryn Hill. I love her music. I do. I mean, there's so many more, but those are my top 3. If I had them on the playlist, I can listen to them probably every day. So those would be my top 3. All right. So that was a good one. Since it's just me, I'm going to throw it back in a bowl. Maybe I shouldn't, because that was my problem before, putting them back in a bowl and was asking the same shit. But this is just me tonight, so it's only one. So what are the odds that they'll pick it again? And if they do, then you'll just get their answers and what they say and who they like. So recap: Chris Breezy, R. Kelly, Lauryn Hill. Now it's time for our affirmations. And I just want to tell you guys, you're beautiful. You're great. You're amazing. You got this. You are strong. You're special. And we love you.
You're so beautiful. Give the world a show. Go up, down, up, down, up, down. Go up, down, up, down, up. Shake it fast. 'Cause you sure look good to me.
Hey. I love it. I love it. Good night. Good morning, wherever you're from. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. We love you.